I read an article in the New York Times recently. I don't know why I read that stupid rag, but I do it just to see what the woke are up to. But I hate it usually. And they said that you should go on 5 dates before you expect to be intimate. And I was like, really?
He'll cheat on you. Yeah, that's all that, because I remember watching a video, and it's a very intelligent neuroscientist, and she was just like, I wish I could remember her name, but she's fantastic. And she was just saying like, the more you make a man wait, the more, the hormone that's created for anticipation increases, and the more attracted he will be to you. Yes. If he was actually waiting, majority of the time, they end up just watching porn or going on dates with other women. So all you're doing is decreasing the anticipation because they outsource it. Some men don't outsource it. You're very lucky that happens. But the majority of men will end up outsourcing it. So this is where women are stuck. And I really feel bad for them because nobody wants to have intimacy straight away as a woman. Yeah? Most women don't want that. They really, really don't want that. The only thing to remember is if you can't expect total loyalty from them until they get it, unfortunately. It's just not going to happen.
That's crazy. So they're not going to be fully invested until there's intimacy.
And some men will, but they'll be the losers.
Right. Okay.
They'll be the losers.
And so how many dates?
I wish I could know. It's just
it's not 5 though.
I don't know, but I would say that it just depends on his ability to control himself in between dates. Yeah, if he can really control himself, great. Majority of men don't know how to control themselves. Okay. That's the only thing to bear in mind.
All right, I took an aside there, but you did really good. So
yes, attraction and intimacy.
Yeah, attraction and intimacy.
After attraction and intimacy, what I would say is nurture is super, super important. Like the thing is, this individualism is this idea that why should I cook for my husband? Why should I clean? Why should I do this? Why? You don't have to. You don't actually have to. But the thing is, it's just how they receive love. It's just how they receive love. In general speaking, yes, you can do lots of other nice things for them. But how they feel loved when there's a hot meal when they come in, or when there's a coffee ready for them, means more to them than those deep, long conversations you have about his day. It is just how they are wired, true. Yeah? And you can say, but I'm always there for him. I always listen when he comes back from work, and I'm always going with him to business deals and stuff. I know, but making their life a bit easier by those kind of things means a bit more to them than those long, deep conversations holding hands. Yeah, unfortunately, it's just how they're designed. Now, the final thing I would say... By
the way, I just want to highlight this, because this was another one of the earlier videos that you did where I was like, damn, Miss Sadia girl, she's nailing it. But it's true, like you've said before.
Peter Thiel took $500,000 and turned it into $1 billion using the exact same techniques we're using inside the investment club. He met a CEO, his name was Zuckerberg. He pitched him the deal and he said, okay, I'll give you $500,000. Mark went public and sold the shares to people like you. Well, what happened to Peter? Well, he exited and got a 2,300x return. The wealthy invest in early stage companies, folks. The public markets are for suckers. It's a rigged game. By the way, this happens in crypto as well. It's called pre-sale tokens. This is Solana. Does anybody know this chain? They sold pre-sale tokens for 4 cents. And you can see the date on there, April 5th, 2018. Look at Solana today, folks. That thing's up over 1,000x. The media and Wall Street and all these hype people get you to buy the top. Meanwhile, they put their clients in at the bottom and they use you for liquidity to make their clients rich. You can play this same game. You just have to have the financial education and the deal flow. That's it.
Even the hardcore, most alpha, most serious male will melt if they see that you used to say anticipated his desires. Yeah. Right? I'm quoting you back to you. And like sometimes I would go to work and like my gym clothes would be washed in a bag. I'm just like, whoa.
Isn't it so nice?
Crazy. Like I'm like, no one's ever done that for me in my life. Yeah. It's amazing. Or, cooked a meal like and just ready. And it's just like, wow.
And that's the problem men have in Dubai with their wives, because everything is outsourced. There's maids, cleaners. Right. They can't remember the last time a woman just handed them a cup of coffee. Their women just refused to do that. But why? We've got a maid. Right. So I would recommend is, if you do have a maid, use that for cleaning up after the kids. Use that to make your life easier in that regard. But where it makes your life easier, then use that extra energy, just a coffee, just a hot meal, just here and there, because everybody likes that memory of their mum's home-cooked meals. Everybody's like, oh, my mum used to make that pasta. So when you replace that with my maid's home-cooked meals, it just doesn't create the same homely environment.
Okay, but moms aren't relationships, you said earlier.
Yes, that's true.
But still, this is that nurturing
This
thing.
is for kids.
Okay.
This is for the children's
But also you nurture
memory.
your man.
You nurture your man, and I know it's hard. I know it's really hard, because it's like having a lifelong child.
Right.
But the thing is, the reward to that is they're just a bit nicer to you. A lot nicer, if I'm honest. Yeah, a lot nicer.
It's 10 times more important than, like you said, the long conversation you had or going to the business meeting. You're right. It just doesn't hit.
I feel so bad saying this. I had a client once and she was like, oh, my husband hasn't initiated sex in a couple of months or a couple of years and this, that and the other. And I said, I'm going to ask, have you gained weight? Oh, I gained 14 kg. I was like, there you go. He's not going to do it. I'm so sorry to break it to you. He's just not. Now, some men will. And I said this in an interview before as well. I said, some men are just loyal to the woman that they marry, regardless of how she looks, what she does. They're loyal to her. Other men are only loyal to the woman they fell in love with. If you change, you keep chopping and changing, looks, emotionals, whatever it is, they're not loyal to this woman because they don't even know this woman.
Is that most men?
I would say so.
Okay.
Well, at least most men with masculinity. The more beta men tend to be just loyal to the woman regardless.
Right.
Yeah.
So the ones that don't do it, you really don't want.
You don't want it. The man, like I said to you, the man that gives unconditional love is the man you don't want. Same with the woman that gives unconditional love. You don't want that.
And it's funny because it's the same in your peer group. Like you wouldn't want to hang out with a friend that would do that stuff because you can't trust that person to have your back.
And if I'm saying to my friend, I'm going to go cheat on my husband, they're like, yeah, let's do it. Or I'm going to go steal from this guy. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, this is not a good friend. You don't actually care about my well-being.
Yeah.
You actually don't have high standards for me or you. So it's enablers are not attractive.
Okay, so we did attraction, intimacy, nurture.
I would say, and the final thing when you're looking for men is do look at their childhood and their upbringing. Do look at it. A lot of emphasis gets on women with daddy issues, but I would say, generally speaking, look at the men. Look at their upbringing. Look at it, what it is. And if he is so passive and he's so just allows you to do whatever you want and this, that, and the other, you'll resent him later on. In the beginning stages, you making all the decisions, you doing everything, you leading feels great. You feel empowered. You feel strong, you feel like he respects you. Later on, you'll feel like you have an extra child and you'll resent him. Yeah, so at the same time, don't go for a narcissistic man that's too aggressive and doesn't take any of your feelings into consideration. You don't want that. But a balanced man is really, really important.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.